Hey everyone, it's Nico from the blog documentingsimpleliving.com, where I talk about simplifying food, self-care, and consumption in the modern world. Today, as I continue to approach the end of this current pregnancy, I'm going to talk about 5 healthy and nutritious snacks that you could consider packing in your hospital bag. So the first is simple, high-protein blueberry banana oatmeal muffins. This is a recipe that's really easy to make because there are only a few ingredients. All you really need are oats, some overripe bananas, blueberries, and a few simple ingredients that you would probably have on hand. The reason they're great is that they are high in protein and fiber. They also have the sugar that comes from the fruit that's in the muffin. The next is a simple high protein granola. This is something that I like to munch on frequently right now, because it sustains me for many hours. It's high protein in that there are lots of nuts and seeds in it, including flaxseed, or it's sometimes called linseed, which is really high in fiber and protein. It's sort of an amazing source of fiber and protein if you can find it. You can usually find flaxseed ground or linseed, the actual seed, but this high protein granola is easy to make. You just combine oats and nuts and seeds and coconut oil and honey in a big sauce pot, put it onto a baking sheet and bake it for like 45 minutes. Then you have granola that is really tasty over milk or plain natural yogurt, or just as sort of a trail mix where you can just eat it plain. The next recipe is a simple sourdough discard banana bread. This is a good one because, again, it has some of the sugar from the banana. It uses ingredients that you probably have on hand already if you do have a sourdough starter. So bananas, honey, vanilla, eggs, sourdough starter, a few other ingredients. And it's ready in under an hour, so there's no waiting for it to rise or, letting things ferment. It's using sourdough discard, so you don't need to have a super active sourdough starter to even make this banana bread. Really easy to make and really easy to freeze. You could pre-bake it, which is what I'm going to do, and then slice it up and put parchment paper between each slice, put it into a freezer safe container, and then, you could pull out a slice and put peanut butter on it, for example, or just kind of munch on it plain or with some butter. You could throw in nuts to the batter, which isn't in the recipe that's on the blog, but you could throw in chopped walnuts or chopped pecans or even sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds to add some more protein and fiber to the bread. The next one is super healthy chocolate coconut date balls. So these are basically medjool dates that are blended, and then you put in some cocoa powder or cacao powder, coconut, whatever nuts you have on hand, and blend it, and then mold it together with your hands, roll in some coconut, and you're finished. But all you need to do is just whip up a batch of these. It takes about 15 minutes, and put them into your freezer, and then you could easily transport them to the hospital or pull one out if you're laboring at home for a bit of energy. Medjool dates are great because they are sweet. They'll give you a boost of energy through the sugar content in the dates, but they're also high in fiber, and then there's protein from the nuts. The reason protein, which I keep mentioning, is so great for labor is because it slowly releases energy in your body, and it helps to keep your blood sugar levels maintained instead of sort of spiking and going down and spiking and going down. What you're looking for is foods that will sustain you over the time that you're laboring. The final thing I wanted to mention is Labor Aid. So it's not a food, it's a drink, but it's a simple homemade electrolyte drink that will also help keep your hydration levels high and your electrolyte levels maintained. Electrolytes are really important because they're what help your muscles to continue functioning properly. The base of this Labor Aid drink is coconut water, which is very high in electrolytes. It's high in the electrolyte of potassium. Labor Aid is basically coconut water, some sort of citrus like lemon or lime juice, and some sort of sweetness like maple syrup or honey, and then a little dash of salt. And all of those ingredients come together to provide a drink that helps maintain your electrolyte levels, your hydration, but is also very thirst quenching. So those are 5 ideas for snacks that you could make to take in your hospital bag. I will leave links in the description below to every blog post that corresponds with each recipe, and I've created a free downloadable ebook that has all of the recipes that I mentioned in this video in one place. So if you want to download that and have it on hand, or know someone that might find it valuable, go ahead and download the ebook. The link is in the description below. If you make any of them, I would love to hear if you enjoy them, and I hope that they help to sustain you during labor. I hope that they will help sustain me during labor. But for now, thank you for stopping by. I make 2 new videos every week about simplifying food, self-care, and consumption in the modern world. Make sure to subscribe if that is something that sounds interesting to you, and I'll speak to you in the next Documenting Simple Living video.